What is up, everybody? It's me, Brian, from HappyThumbsGaming. We got level 18, the Road to Nowhere free play for LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2. That's right, we are officially entering that end of the road. Well, in this case, it's the Road to Nowhere, but we are getting close to the, the home stretch, as we like to call it around here. So, hey, we're going to kick things off as we usually do in front of the Avengers Mansion. We're going to pull up our overall map, toggle over to levels, select level 18, the Road to Nowhere free play, and gets to getting. Now, real quick shout out to Warner Brothers for hooking us up with a copy of this game. Also, a quick shout out to Tyler P for creating that collectible guide for us. And hey, why not? Shout out to you for watching this and continuing to make Happy Thumbs a reality. That being said, let's go ahead and kick off the level. Woo to the who! We see some purple meteors come down and kind of destroy some things. We've got some story-based elements that we need to take care of, but we're not going to waste too much time with that. We're going to head right over to the collectibles and get the first Minikit. Now, my guide actually says we need to melt down this fountain. So I'm not sure if we did that in the story mode somehow, and maybe that kit was bouncing around on its own. But if it's not bouncing bricks, go ahead and use a heat ray and try to melt down the fountain to find those bouncing and available buildable bricks. But, all right, next up, we got to use a character with the sensibility, somebody like Black Panther or Spider-Man, to go ahead and react to that question mark on the left side. And then we're going to need somebody to go ahead and smash and collect that Minikit. Next up, I'm way behind already. We're going to need to use somebody with the tracker ability to follow this path that starts just to the right of the fountain and make your way all the way around these boxes. Now, I smashed a couple of those, which made my journey a little bit easier, but this whole pathway is a funny angle. And not only that, but I get totally hosed in the end. Like, literally, I'm standing on a power hose there. You notice that I got hosed? Haha. Anyways, we go ahead and make our way all the way back to the tracker ability starting point, and we sniff our way all the way down till we get that icon indicated, and we press it, which actually digs up some bricks. Now, I promise you, I did the same thing on this second attempt as I did on my first attempt, and I'm not sure why the second one worked and the first one didn't. But once we get to the end here, we'll go ahead and dig up the bricks. Look, one swift kick brings up this big pile, and we'll go ahead and build them up. And wait, what's this? That's not a Minikit. It's some sort of a grapple plug. Oh, it's like a doorbell. Ring my bell. Anybody home? Knock, knock. And let's see here. Well, we knock. Oh, hey, somebody is home. What is up? We'll go ahead and collect Minikit number 3 and add it to our collection. Next up, we need somebody with some, shattering ability. That's right. We got to get our on. That's what we need to do here. We got to destroy that blue glass box there, and it's going to give us a couple of bricks to build into a grapple plug. So go ahead and pop the top. Oh, that was a terrible sound effect. Oh, my goodness. But rip the door open. It's going to give us a wheel here. We can go ahead and spin the wheel, and, oh, it's going to give us some sprinklers. These sprinklers not only put out the fire, but they're also the key to our next Minikit. So, turns out there are 7 of them scattered throughout, and we're going to go ahead and destroy all of them right now. So, first 3 are over in the far right corner. Booyakashow, and booyakashow. Next up, we've got 1 kind of in the middle right by the control panel. And the next 3 are going to be on the left-hand side. So, 2 kind of in the middle left and 1 in the back left corner. This also takes us to Minikit number 5. As we go ahead and bust that final sprinkler, look up in the tree. That's right. What's that? It's a plane. No, it's not. It's a Minikit. Get that out of here. We'll go ahead and knock that bad boy down and collect it too. Woo! Look at this collectible stacking up rather quickly. Oh, and on that note, Thumbie comes in with a helpful tip letting us know it's going to be a couple of minutes before we get to that next collectible. So if you're in a hurry, feel free to use those quick links down below in the video description right now. Otherwise, go ahead and make your way back over to where those sprinklers started. On the right side, smash the purple meteor blocking our path. Switch on over to Wasp, or somebody who can get small and fly, to make your way up through this little pathway here. Now, I had a heck of a time. I tried to use Ms. Marvel because I thought that was a ladder and we could like make our way up. But I was not able to grasp onto any of those what appeared to be like ladder handles there. So I had to switch to the Wasp because she got small and flies. So we make our way up there. It's kind of a funny angle, too. I struggled in the story mode with this whole little puzzle as well. But this one was a little bit easier. We'll go ahead and build up those bricks we knocked down into a techno panel. That's right, we're going to get our oonts on. And as it turns out, there's actually a Minikit right behind this blue control box. So I actually attached to it, and then I realized, wait a minute, what am I doing? We don't want to do that yet. I was kind of worried that once I got the satellite aimed in the right spot, it would take me away, but nope, there's more stuff we have to do on the left anyways. But I sneak back there, grab that Minikit, and now we actually have quite a lengthy break before we get to that next collectible, which happens to be Minikit number 7. So, as you know, we got to finish the story-based elements. We got to get that satellite aimed in the right direction, and ooh, we tuned in Tokyo, and it's going to go ahead and what do we got here? We got some sort of, ooh, it's a spin switch. Oh, and that's right. We've got these 5 satellites that need to all be pointed at the same direction, or at each other, I guess. But we have a couple of bad guys that try to stop us from doing that and make our life a little bit difficult. I tried to skip them and just go ahead and, you know, spin this around, but they provided so much carnage that I finally got frustrated and went after them. And eventually, we take them both out. We spin that around, which seems to take a heck of a long time. And, of course, we will make our way to the back side of this giant building where those next collectibles are. Yeah. So, hey, we're in the home stretch right now. What is your guys' overall thoughts? Now, I have to admit, playing the story mode, I felt like things were getting rather repetitive. All of the entry-level stuff to get to the next level seemed to be more or less the same every time, and the levels themselves kind of have the same pattern. You enter the level, you fight a few guys, maybe a mini-boss, maybe not, and then you fight the real boss. And that's kind of how the whole game works 20 times over and over. But playing it in free play, going after those collectibles, kind of took away from that repetitiveness feeling for me anyway. And, you know, I gotta say, I am enjoying this game a heck of a lot more now that I'm not playing the story. So hopefully you're feeling the same way. And, oh, look at this. We have officially made it to the back. And what are these guys doing? They're banging on our generator, and it looks like they've shut the switch down. And we'll have to do a few things around the area to go ahead and get that back on. So, no problem. We got the, well, we know what we need to do. We need to rip this strong handle off, and we also need to get up and pull that twirly pull down, weighing it just enough so that we can bounce our Captain America shield off those the boingers, as we call them. I was going to call them the bouncers, but they're the boingers. We don't call them bouncers around here. So, all right, we got a character hanging out, quite literally, and now we're going to go ahead and find a character with the digging ability to go ahead and give us that ability we need, or the, I guess it's not the ability we need, the, you know what I'm saying. All right, so knowing that I had Lockjaw out and he was a capable digger, we're going to go ahead and switch to him, and we selected Captain America because we knew we needed his shield, too. So get your boing on by aiming the shield over and pressing the icon indicator. Check it out. Ooh, we flip that switch up top, and it's going to move that crane and drop a box right on our noggins. I'm not sure what is going on with that, but we'll build those bricks up into a, well, it turns out to be a windmill. A windmill. Holy cannoli. Sometimes I make up words on purpose. That was a new one. A windmill. We'll have to look that up and see if it already exists. But, all right, once the windmill is officially providing power, or dinner, I guess, we'll go ahead and move on to the front side of the area where we find a Doctor Strange pad. All you have to do is pull up somebody that's capable of handling one of these puzzles, like Doctor Strange, Mordo, or Korvac can get the job done as well. And once we get it all in, it's gonna open up the wings and drop a Minikit. That's right. So next up, just to the right, we actually got a whole bunch of butt slams we got to do, as there are these like 6 or 7 big snow piles. Once all piles have been removed, they will give you a few bouncing bricks that you can build into, wait for it. It's also a good time to take out the bad guys hanging out right there, as they don't seem to take notice of you and they don't rush you. But we'll build it up into a snowman. It's Frosty. Oh, look at that. What's up, Frosty? You know, when I built Snowman, I never stuck anything special under the hat, so that was a super awesome treat there. And check it out. Guess what? We got another collectible right around the corner. Simply make your way over to the right-hand side and pay attention to this blue dumpster. Give it a smack or two, and you should find a couple of bouncing bricks just for you. All right, build them up, and we got, oh, it's a gravity booster. We'll go ahead and toss Star-Lord, a.k.a. Peter Quill, up there with a gravity booster, and watch everything get sucked in like a tractor beam. And inside's the Minikit. So hopefully you brought some hand sanitizer, as I don't trust the garbage cans around here. And right around the corner, you guessed it, another collectible. Minikit number 10 happens to be hiding inside that silver box. So go ahead and bust that box open, and it shakes up this, I guess it's like a hot water heater or something. And all of a sudden, booyakashow, we got a spoutage, and bad guy as revealed, and oh, booyakashow. Minikit number 10 is left behind, and all we got to do is walk in and grab it. All right, so this next spot, we're going to go ahead and pull up character token for the Ant-Man Classic. You probably remember this from the story bits. We actually need to go ahead and cut down the vines over here, which is going to reveal a electric panel. Once we get some power in it, that's right, pump it up, it's going to open the door to this back gate. Now, I don't think you can fly over the gate. I didn't actually try it, if I'm being honest, but we'll go ahead and open it the real way, and it's actually going to reveal not only a bad guy and a riding lawnmower, but also a little glass case that needs to be shattered. So switch to somebody with that sonar ability like the Black Bolt and shatter that glass. And booyakashow, inside that little, I don't know what that is. It looks like a little, tiny little greenhouse or something. Maybe some plants growing with some artificial light. But basically, there is a switch right next to it. Oh, it's watering. It's a watering tank. Oh, my goodness. That is an oversized plant. But, hey, luckily for us, it puked out that Ant-Man Classic. Blech. And look at this. Now, this part I kind of struggled with. You can see I've got the Black Panther out, and I did a couple of attacks on them green flashing plates of glass. I don't know what they really are, and I was not able to destroy them. So I actually switched on over. I had to actually, if I'm being totally honest, there was an edit there. I had to pause it, and I went and pulled up my story-based video, which then reminded me that the White Tiger ended up busting up all of these. I guess, I don't know, the claws seem to do it. I don't know why the Black Panther didn't do it. But check this out, too. So there's a little bit of user error that happens right here. There are, what, 5, 6 digging spots that we need to dig up. Each one gives us a few bricks that will be built into, well, you'll see in a second. But look, I didn't get all of those ones in the back. You can see there's still a question mark or two, but they're not very obvious. Now that I've stepped away, they're gone. So I struggle with this. So there's 5 piles, and you need all 5 completely dug up, and I failed at digging that back left one up. So after me doing some butt slams, running around, collecting some studs for a minute or two, I eventually make another pause, which I did edit out, and then I see that, in fact, there is a question mark on that back left corner, and I get back there and I dig it up, and then all of a sudden I've got the bricks needed to go ahead and complete my puzzle. But all right, I finally have spotted it. I'm heading back there. We'll go ahead and get our dig on. That's right, spam. Look, I only need one little swipe, one flick of the wrist, did everything I needed. But hey, we've got some bricks, and we're going to build up a giant hamster wheel. That's right. We'll go ahead and hop in this bad boy by pressing the icon indicated, and then after a few seconds, it'll give us some more buttons to press, and that will go ahead and charge up the right side of the generator and give us access to the up top on the rooftop. That's right. All right, so spin to win, as we like to say around here. And like I said, eventually it'll power it up, and we will be off and running. Now, of course, making it to the rooftop does require us to press this button over here. And, you know, the game's not going to make it easy for us. They send a welcoming party for us that is a little light on the welcoming. So we'll make our way over there, and if you're quick and nimble, you can actually sneak up close and flip that lever without having to take out the bad guys. Look at me, I'm like... Forget you guys, I'm going home. That's right, we are out of here. Flip that switch and it'll take us all the way up to the rooftop, and guess what? Once we get up there, we have to actually protect that bubble, but more importantly, we're gonna freely. So as soon as we gain control of our characters, head off to the right-hand side, switch to a character like Doctor Strange, who can handle one of these portal points, and go ahead and hop on through to the other side. Once you get on through, you're gonna actually see Stan hanging out right there on the balcony, but all you gotta do is actually levitate this little pedestal up to get him from up above, hanging out on the antenna. We'll drop him like he's hot, and guess what? That's it. We have officially freed Lee and collected all of the collectibles. Now, there is a little bit of a battle that ensues here where we have to protect that meter while it gets, well, undepleted, I guess. And we're not going to do that. We're going to skip on out of here because it was just 3 or 4 minutes of time wasted, in my opinion. So, hey, that's going to wrap it up for level 18, the Road to Nowhere free play, which we have completed in story, which gave us our first gold brick. We got that stud requirement thanks to our big-time multiplier of our pink bricks. And guess what? We got our third gold brick for completing all of those mini kits, or finding them and completing that comic book. And of course, you know we got that Excelsior for freeing Lee. And we'll grab that gold brick here in a second. Ooh, Thor, the Living Planet. Pretty cool comic book cover. My cover almost looked the same as that one. Look, go back and look. It's pretty close. And of course, we got that Ant-Man classic character token as well. So woo to the who for both me and you. We are almost done with all of the free play. We do have some DLC coming up, and then we got to make a choice. Are we going to do the free roam, or are we going to do the Gwenpool missions first? There's a little bit of a catch with that, and I'll explain more. But if you have an opinion of what you'd like to see, let us know down below. Hey, but that's going to do it. As always, until next time. Psst, hey, you. What are you waiting for?